All right, y'all. So you read the title. 4 DGX Sparks are now in the 2 Wild studios, guys. Now, I've been doing AI since February now, and it's just became a very just exciting thing, right? And my plan on this channel is to bring that to you guys, show you guys affordable ways to have your own AI, show you guys that are wanting to save up and go invest in what you can do and what you can get with it. And you know, I'm doing that with all what I got now. So currently we got Quad GPUs with the 3090s, and now we got Quad DGX Sparks. We also have a switch that should be arriving tomorrow. The cords though don't come until Thursday. So I'll be following up, setting up the switch. I might just do a full video on the switch, or I might go live setting up the switch and make that into a video. But I want to show you like what we're currently working with what we got, and what you could potentially get with what you probably already have right now. So we got Hermes set up, and currently on Hermes, we got DeepSeek V4 Flash. These are all my local models, by the way, we got currently set up. Let's see, hopefully it works. DeepSeek V4 Flash, 27B, 35B, and MiMo V 2.5. We finally got it cracked at 1 million context, so it's on par with DeepSeek. The thing with MiMo is it is a Omni model, so it can see with vision, video, image, see photos, MP3, as well audio, like ASR and all audio, and then it also of course text. Fully Omni, which is crazy. But I want to show you some of these other models we've been working with, like Qwen 35B, a very, very, very capable model that I love a lot. And it's the fastest model that we have on the system. This is currently being ran on 27 on the Quad 3090. And I did a video, and a lot of you guys were talking about, you know, utilizing consumer boards and how they're not capable in the speed. Let's put it this way, right? We're currently running our 3090 on an AMD board, AMD 4. It's not a Threadripper. It has 3 lanes. One lane is 16, the other is 8, and the other is 4. Then we have a M2 slot that has another, that I put another lane in, which is 4 as well. We're not getting the full 16 lanes, right? But when it comes to inference and becomes the models that you're running, like a 27B and 35B, it does not really matter. It doesn't do as bad. Now, don't get me wrong, my plan is get to the Threadripper, but once I get to a Threadripper, I'm going to 4090s, 5090s, and 6000s on RTX. That's what I'm aiming for, right? What we got here, for what we got, I'm not complaining. Let me show you better than I can tell you what type of speed, you know, we got with this overall setup, right? Let me just show you better than I can tell you. So I got the board right here so you can actually see, like, you could see this actually work in front of us. So this is the speeds that you're going to be dealing with on a 35B. It spits out, it just spits. So for casual conversation, like, I'm spelling wrong. I'm trying to type so that you guys can see this, right? It just spews, it just spits it out. And you can see, obviously, like when I type, you can see the fans and the wattage go up. So conversational wise, 35B A3 is probably one of the best for brainstorming ideas. You know, I need help. I am doing a video on Tech 2 Wild, my YouTube channel, about my Quad 3090 rig. It doesn't know nothing about me. It's gonna like probably spew it out. So yeah, I utilize this Hermes on my actual main PC just to like do a lot of testing. I utilize like my main Hermes model agents on Telegram and whatnot, but you could see it spews out stuff, right? Using Google RSS, can you go tell me the headlines on the news and the weather? Let me just do that. What's the weather in New York? Now, this is some simple things, right? We obviously, like, let's see it do some actual work or build things. Like, those are things as well that we can also, you know, of course, get it to do. It can do a lot of agentic tasks fairly easy, tweets, automations, anything that you kind of build a skill for. It's going to get the job done extremely, extremely fast. It is the least strongest model of mine, right, over here. But let's test it out also on some visuals, right? So this is a YouTube thumbnail that I did on my 2082 Wild channel. For some reason, sending photos on like Hermes is weird. Like usually I'm able to drag and drop it in and it works, but if you just copy it and send it the link, it's gonna go watch it. The thing about Qwen is that it is a multi-model as well. Now, I honestly think though, think about it, I don't think it's using its own model. I think it's using my MiMo model. It's using a bigger model to do it, but it has its own ability to utilize its own vision. So 35B has vision, 27 has vision as well. But boom, you know, it pulled that up. So we're going to test that out. We can go over now to, and the fun thing about this model though, right? It's obliterator uncensored. So it can do a lot of stuff, a lot of things. So my 27B model is a step above. And if you actually look at like where we're at now on the scales of things, these capabilities of these particular models, you know, Qwen, the moment they drop, hopefully if they ever do drop it, you're gonna get a crazy model out of this. But 27B sits right here, right by Grok, which is Grok's leading model right now, which is a really good model as well. Not that far behind Nematron 3 Ultra, which is crazy, and not behind DeepSeek V4 Flash, which is a model that we use as well. You go to the agentic side, it's at 27. Flash is pretty high up there. They've been adjusting these numbers too, though. I noticed they've been kind of dropping these numbers down because we're getting to the point where they're gonna have to like start making these numbers smaller, because what happens when they hit 100, right? Like they got to do something eventually to where they just can't hit 100. They're gonna have to make some adjustments. But yeah, I mean, it's a very capable model. At one point it was up in the 40s. I feel like they've been dropping it down. Coding's pretty good as well. 35B is like down here. So this is 27B, very strong, capable model. If you own a 3090, if you own 24 gigabytes of VRAM or have it to spare, if you can invest, I hate to say it, but grab it now or never. But if you have a GPU and you can invest $1,000 into an additional GPU, you can run this same exact model as me, and it runs fast, and it is capable of doing about 80% of what the big frontier models I feel like can do. The frontier models, the difference of that 20% is going to be maybe how many times it takes to get to the actual goal. It might mess up the first time, it might mess up the second time, where Opus or GLM might one-shot that thing, you feel me? But once it learns the particular skill, or if you have frontier at the forefront, dropping the skill sets and making the skill sets for these models will be capable of doing it and doing it moving forward without the help of frontier. That is how I build my systems. My systems is all about the saying was, and I'm mad I can't even remember it, but give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man to fish, he eats forever, right? Basically, like, you can let frontier do all the work and then the 27B never learns. But if you teach the 27B how to do something, especially on something like a Hermes that learns through its skill set and it constantly is updating itself, you will not rely on frontier as much. Hybrid is the way to go. Now, I say that also to say, man, I love OpenClaw, but Hermes I think is better. It learns better. OpenClaw, you can pass it on to the agent, it'll learn, it'll do it, and then it won't like continue to do it. But yeah, let's see how 27B is. 27B is gonna be a slightly slower, but it's 27 parameters of more dense, right? So it's a way more denser unit, where the other one is 35B A3. So, but it's fast. I think it's still pretty fast in my opinion. Now, the official cold start, as they call it, it's gonna take a little bit of time, but then it will come in and start talking. Hey, quick note, I'm running on 27Bs, yes. So I'm gonna tell it to build me Tetris. Let's see how long it takes to build Tetris. And I might skip the time. Right now it's 4:54 p.m. Just so y'all can see the time. I think it might be almost, whoa, there it goes, it's spitting it out. All right, so it built it. Let's see where it put it at. That was 4:55. So put it on the desktop. Put it on the desktop. Can't find it. All right, here we go. While clicking it, like, it takes it away instantly. How? All right, guys, forgive me. I had a phone call. But here is the Tetris. Promise, I didn't like do no jumps, you know. This one's cool. You know, I had MiMo actually make me a Tetris, which I'm gonna actually upload that video onto Space's hard drive. Okay, I had MiMo make me a Tetris, and it did a good ass Tetris. I ain't even gonna lie, it was really good. But Tetris in a couple minutes, you know, can't complain. I'm a little addicted right now. Let me get my rocks off for a second, and I'll be right back with you. All right, let me stop. So, you know, 27B, guys, this is like your entryway into AI, in my humble opinion. Local AI and good AI. Like, I'm talking about super good AI. Like, trust me, I know I just did little Tetris, but this thing I've utilized this particular setup right here, right? I just noticed it's been cut off. That's the way my screen is. I've utilized 27B to do automations for me, as far as posting tweets, as far as running my Shopify, like my full Shopify account with the dev account with scopes, running and doing API with eBay, with selling stuff on eBay, building out specific pipelines and automations as well. I have this thing called the sneaker pipeline, a lot of sneaker content. So it does a lot of different things. This model is extremely capable. and you could see the speeds. I think the speeds when we measured the two of these is you get about 130 tokens per second on 35B and about 82 tokens per second on 27B. And what you see going on here is 2 of the GPUs are running 27B and 2 of the GPUs are running 35B. So, and you're getting a ton of KB cache, hopefully I said it correctly, on these. Now, next up, we got DeepSeek V4 Flash, which is, I would say, possibly the best model here, okay? MiMo is definitely up there. I think it's head to head. The only difference of the two, well, I think they're neck and neck, I'll say. I'm gonna be honest, I think they're neck and neck. Because DeepSeek is faster. It has 1 million context, but it does have more sequences. You can run more overall things on it. Let me see. But once again, MiMo it's Omni. However, if you run an Omni model like a 35B or a 27B that handles the image, you kind of like takes away from fully needing it in a way. So, you know, we're gonna send it this picture of somebody holding up these Jordans real quick and see how it handles it. Once again, though, the way Hermes is set up, it's going to send this image. It's going to use the MiMo model to do the analysis. So DeepSeek doesn't even see this. DeepSeek receives it and then sends it off to the MiMo model to do the rest. I could honestly move this over to one of these other models like the 27B and actually get it to be a little bit faster, but to each his own. But it's asking me how the Tetris is. So it's about to tell me what this image is right here. And then I'll talk back and forth. Nice. That's a gnarly Supreme sneakerhead. What's your plan with it? So like DeepSeek is an MOE model as well. It's a big MOE model though. It's a little bit different than your typical MOE models. So it's gonna run like 35B A3. It's gonna run faster almost. And this is also on Spark, by the way. 2 DGX Sparks gonna get you DeepSeek V4 Flash, which is just to show you guys what you're working with once again. I started this whole entire journey of mine on Opus 4.6, one of the best models ever. So 44 is where Opus 4.6 is at. Flash is at 40, so I'm 4 behind. I just put out a tweet about this, that once I can get to this, I know time is coming. DeepSeek, now Minimax just dropped. You can actually run this on 4 Sparks. It's kind of slow. I'll be getting the switch in soon. Once I get the switch in, I'll be trying this one out. GLM is the new hype and craze, and GLM is supposedly, Agianic is crazy right now. I really want to get this running. Though you can see is 31. It's one of the top out there. It's right behind Minimax. Very, very clean. So a very solid model overall. Now the last model that we do have also is MiMo V2. This slept on model. It's finally getting optimized. It's at the 40. Now they're adjusting this. So this might drop. I'm very curious if this is going to drop or go up because the Pro model is at 42 and then this model's at 40. Like, I'm curious, is it going to move up or move back? We'll have to wait and see. They removed the coding and the Agianic for it, so that's weird because the Agianic was actually high as well on here. They're doing a lot of updates right now on some of these models. Fully Omni, as I stated before, also has 1 million context and is actually bigger than DeepSeek V4 Flash. This is a 310 with 15B active parameters. This is 284 with 13B. So you got a little bit more active, but the speed, and that's why this DeepSeek is a little bit faster. But for the most part, you know, 68 versus 110. Now, they are going to be dropping very soon a D-Flash version for this particular model. So there's a big potential that this model may end up being faster than DeepSeek. So if it ends up being faster than DeepSeek and it's Omni, I think that MiMo might be the head honcho for 2 Sparks. Right now, I'm still putting it at DeepSeek. Right now, their context for context on the same par. You get more KB cache tokens for DeepSeek, but you do get the Omni with MiMo. So it's kind of like, if you don't have any MiMo models, any Omni models, you got a model that can do text, video. It also does these. I don't know why it doesn't have it there, but yeah, it's crazy. Now, I'm very curious because I haven't tried this yet. Let me see. Where is it at? Come on, bro. All right, so let me see something. I'm trying to think if it can see a video. Let me see if it can see a video real quick, y'all. I'm gonna just send it a 3-second. I don't even know what this video is. Wait, what's going on, man? Come on. I don't know what just happened. All right. So let's get MiMo in the mix. We're gonna send it you have to set it up correctly on Hermes, and I just don't think it's gonna be set up, but we're gonna see. And I'll show you first the speeds on how this is overall. I also noticed with DeepSeek and with MiMo, thinking off is usually fast. Like, it's way faster. I recommend. All right, so we're gonna send it See how it adapts with this video. I don't even know what this video is. I'll be honest. Okay, so it's grabbing a frame. It's grabbing a frame. Everybody want to call me when everybody's trying to call me when I'm trying to do some work, man. Let's see what is this? It's just me. It's a thumbnail. It's a face of me. This is the video. Got it. It's a 3-second video clip that looks like a reaction video or stream clip. Here's what's in frame. A guy with long dreadlocks, clear glasses, mustache, and good wear, black zip tie jacket, represent t-shirt. Setting looks like a tech room. Okay. Do you hear audio? So I got to get it properly set up because with Hermes, I just installed it, but I have had my Claude actually when you talk directly to the model, it's able to hear and see the actual audio itself. Yes, there's audio in these here, about 3 seconds, but I can't actually listen to it. I can only look at the frames visually. To understand the audio, I need to run speech to text on it. No. So this is the one part, this actual model can see visual and can hear audio. But for some reason via Hermes, I'm still trying to figure out how to get that properly wired up. But if you talk directly to the model itself, it is fully Omni and can do so. So, you know, I got to get it set up. That part I don't know. But these are some of the models that I'm working with currently right now. I really wanted to make this video though to kind of like just hear what you guys got to say. If you guys have any questions, what kind of content you would actually like for me to show you. And like maybe if you want me to show you some of the work I do, obviously I want to start showing that too, but I want to show some of the models that you can run at least in the very beginning. One is 35B and 27B. That's going to cost you about a rack, okay? If you got a 3090, then you're already in there. The Sparks, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. It's going to be a little bit more expensive. You know, 2 Sparks can run DeepSeek. 1 Spark can run DeepSeek apparently now too, but it's very slow, but it's manageable. But you can actually do it. You can actually do it. It's possible. But it's gonna cost you about 8, 9 of them things. You heard me? So yeah, man, to each its own. But if you got questions, feel free. I'm gonna show y'all some more content. But this is kind of like some of the models that I'm running locally right now. That's what kind of this video is about. And you know, if you want to run local, you can do it. You know, it's an investment. So yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. As always, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.